What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some rumors that have been circulating around the internet. So I saw that a lot of you guys were sending me this on Twitter and asking me to cover it, and I did find it pretty interesting after I read it. And so basically here we've got two rumors, one that talks about 11 potential fighters that could be added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and then another one talking about a Nintendo Direct that could be coming up real soon. So we're just going to be going through these and talking about them and just giving an idea of what it would be like if they turned out to be true. Now the first rumor that we'll be taking a look at is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate rumor, and so this is about 11 potential fighters that could be added into the game, and the rumor does come from 4chan, so I know a lot of you guys are thinking, well, if it's from 4chan then it's probably fake anyway, and while 90% of the rumors that do come from 4chan are fake, there are a few times where 4chan stuff does turn out to be true. In fact, in terms of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there was actually a post that was made on 4chan right before Nintendo's E3 presentation, and the post was talking about how the next game was going to be called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, how it was going to feature all the previous fighters from the Smash games, how there was going to be Echo fighters, and how Daisy was going to be a brand new one, as well as a brand new newcomer that they were going to reveal at the end, which was Ridley. So they pretty much got every single thing right, as that's exactly how the reveal went, so there is a chance that sometimes 4chan can turn out to be true. Now I'll have these threads linked in the description if you guys want to go and check them out for yourself, but the thing that's pretty interesting about this Smash Bros leak is that it's actually given to us in like riddles or clues, and we pretty much have to guess what the character is instead of just them flat out telling us that the character is going to be this that's going to be added into Smash Bros. Now, it's not uncommon for people who have inside information about games to give us the information in clues or riddles instead of just telling us the information right away, as if you guys remember with Pokemon Sun and Moon, we actually had a really big Riddler who was giving a whole bunch of inside information about the games, but they were doing it by posting little clues and pictures that would hint at what the reveal was going to be. I mean, I remember right before the official reveal for the legendaries in Pokemon Sun and Moon, the Riddler posted a picture of a Litleo and a Zubat, and that pretty much hinted at the legendary Pokemon with Solgaleo and Lunala, and they also posted a picture of a Toucan which hinted at a brand new Pokemon which turned out to be Toucanon. So a lot of times they do have riddles and hints that people like to give us instead of just telling us brand new information about the games. Alright, so in terms of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak, it's actually pretty interesting because they're talking about how we're going to be getting multiple character reveals until the game comes out, and it pretty much seems like every single month there's going to be some type of character reveal if this leak is true, so that's very exciting potentially. So let's take a look at this leak right here. Now for the month of July, the hint that was given was that the characters King and Ponytail are going to be revealed in a mini direct. So we pretty much have to guess here what they could be referring to when they're saying King and Ponytail. Now for King, I think that they're referring to King K. Rool, as it makes sense, he's a king, and he's definitely a character that a lot of people would want to have in Super Smash Bros. So that's what I think for King. And then for Ponytail, I don't really know what that character could be. I think that there's a lot of potential characters with ponytails that they could add into Super Smash Bros. So some of the characters that come to my mind right now would be like Dixie Kong, maybe Ribbon Girl, or like Shantae. There's a lot of characters with ponytails that I think could be added into Smash Bros. So let me know what you guys think of this character could be down below. Now for the month of August, it says that the character Old Man is going to be revealed at this year's EVO. Now we've actually never gotten a brand new character reveal at EVO, but because of how this year they're talking a lot about how Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is very important to the competitive scene, and how Reggie is making sure that the game really appeals to competitive players, and he was talking about how a competitive environment is very important to Nintendo, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to reveal a brand new character at EVO, because it is such a huge gaming tournament, and a lot of people do tune in to watch Smash Bros, so I think it would be a perfect time to announce a brand new character. So as for what this character could be, this is actually one of the characters in the rumor here that I really have no clue what it could be hinting at. The hint that was given was Old Man, and I really have no clue what Old Man character they could add into Super Smash Bros. I was kind of thinking maybe Dr. Eggman from Sonic, but I really have no clue what Old Man could be referring to, so definitely comment down below and help me out on what you think that Old Man could be referring to in terms of a new fighter in Super Smash Bros. Now for September, it says that the character Archer is going to be revealed in a direct of some kind, so I think it would make a lot of sense to have a Nintendo Direct in September, as if you remember last year we got a big Nintendo Direct in September, and they announced a lot of the games that were going to be coming out for the Switch in the fall and the winter, so I feel like it would make a lot of sense to do the same thing again this year, and they would probably end the Direct with a brand new Smash character. So the hint that was given to us for this month was the character Archer, and really the only Archer character that comes to my mind would be Decidueye. I think it would make a lot of sense for them to add a Gen 7 Pokemon, and Decidueye is definitely a very popular one that a lot of people would love to see in Smash Bros, and Decidueye is also an Archer as well, so I think it makes a lot of sense, but if you guys think that there's another Archer character that they could be referring to, then definitely let me know down below. Alright, so for October, the leaker claims that there's going to be a specific Smash Bros. Ultimate focused direct that's going to happen, and that they're going to reveal the characters Warrior and Secretary. So for Warrior, the character that comes to my mind would be Simon Belmont, and if you guys don't know, Simon Belmont is actually a very heavily rumored character to be appearing in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as there was a leak that happened a few months ago where the supposedly credible person who's gotten stuff right in the past said that Ridley was going to be a brand new fighter in Super Smash Bros. And that Ridley was going to be announced at E3, and that Simon Belmont was also going to be in the game, and that Simon Belmont was going to be announced later, and they pretty much got everything about Ridley correct, as Ridley is a brand new fighter and was announced at E3, so it could be true that Simon Belmont is going to be in the game, and I feel like the hint of Warrior makes a lot of sense for Simon Belmont. And then for Secretary, the character that makes a lot of sense for this would be Isabelle from Animal Crossing, as Isabelle is a secretary inside of the Animal Crossing games, and a lot of people are rumoring that Isabelle could be a playable fighter, as we haven't seen the Isabelle Assist trophy yet, and maybe that's because she's actually a playable character. Now for the month of November, I was kind of confused because it says that the character is going to be revealed in a surprise announcement that's going to come out of nowhere, and it really wouldn't make a lot of sense for Nintendo to just randomly announce a brand new fighter one day instead of having it at the end of a direct or something like they typically do, so I just feel like it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But then I remembered the reveal that they did for Lucina and Robin, and they kind of pretty much did do that, where they just had a random announcement out of nowhere because they said that there was going to be a brand new character reveal on this day, and they pretty much just streamed the reveal trailer, so maybe they could do something like that this time around. Now the hint that they gave for the month of November was that the character Mech was going to be revealed, and I really don't know what Mech could be referring to. The thing that I was able to think of was maybe a new character from that brand new game that they announced at E3, Daemon X Machina. Like maybe they could just put in a character from that game in order to promote it, because sometimes they do that in Smash Bros. Where they put in a character in order to promote their game so a lot of people are interested in it and decide to purchase it. That's pretty much what they did with Corrin and Fire Emblem Fates, so maybe they could try to do something like that this time. Now that supposedly ends it for all the characters that are going to be revealed before the game comes out, according to this leaker, but there's also a section here that says the other characters, and says that these characters are not going to get reveal trailers until post-release. So a lot of people think that these characters are probably going to be potential DLC characters, but I also feel like they could be secret characters that are just in the game that they don't want to reveal until the game is actually out, and we get to discover them for ourselves. Now the clues that were given here for the other characters was the character Rhythm, the character Folklore, the character Doll, and the character Prime Ribs. So for Rhythm, the character that makes the most sense to me would be the Chorus Kids, as they're from Rhythm Heaven, and the clue that was given was also Rhythm as well, and I think the Chorus Kids are definitely a character that a lot of people would love to have in Smash Bros, and I feel like that they were also rumored to appear in Wii U, but they never did, so I think it would be awesome if the Chorus Kids appeared in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now the next clue that was given was Folklore, so this is also another clue that I really don't know what it could be referring to. I think maybe it could be referring to Okami, as that was also a game that was ported onto the Switch. Maybe they're taking a character from that game, but I really have no clue. I think I read somewhere that someone was saying it could be referring to Banjo-Kazooie, because the two instruments that they play are used in Folklore. I really have no clue what it could be, so definitely let me know what are your thoughts on this down below. Now the next clue here says Doll, and so this is also another one that I really don't know what it could be referring to. Maybe it could be referring to Geno, but I don't really know what other things that it could be talking about, so if you have any ideas for what Doll could be hinting at, then definitely let me know down below. And finally, the last clue that we have here is Prime Ribs, and so this is also another tough one to really figure out what it could be referring to. I feel like because of how it says Prime, it could be talking about Metroid Prime, so maybe it's talking about like Dark Samus, or maybe it could also be referring to like a Monster Hunter character. I really don't know what it could be talking about. Alright, so that is going to end it for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Riddle leaks. They're definitely pretty cool, and I do like speculating and talking about what these characters could be, but yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see if they turn out to be real. Now the next thing that I want to quickly discuss with you guys before I wrap up this video is another rumor that came out on 4chan, and this is about a Nintendo Direct that could supposedly be happening this month. So I'm sure a lot of you guys had the same thought that I did when I first heard about this, and that's how could Nintendo already have another Direct when they just had their E3 Direct a few weeks ago? It really doesn't make a lot of sense to have another Direct already in July, so that's what I thought. I thought that this was fake right away, because why would they have a Direct right after E3, like literally a few weeks after? And surprisingly, the thing that I was able to find out was that Nintendo has had Nintendo Directs in July right after their E3 presentation. So it's kind of rare because it hasn't happened for a few months, but it pretty much means that it can't be impossible, so maybe we could in fact be getting a Nintendo Direct that's going to be happening sometime this month. Now if we take a look at this rumor here, it says there will be a Nintendo Direct on the week of July 22nd to July 28th, most likely on the 27th. The new Yoshi game will also have a trailer, and its full name is Yoshi's Woolly World 2 Flipside. There will be an announcement about the second round of Dream Friends in Kirby Star Allies, along with the harder mode. WarioWare Gold is also being ported onto the Nintendo Switch. There will be a small segment about Super Mario Odyssey DLC. The biggest thing is that there's going to be modern recreations of Mario 64 levels. Pokemon will show up. Strangely, nothing about the 2019 game, but just some more information on Pokemon Let's Go. Star Fox Racing will also be announced, and there will be a major AAA game that was going to be ported onto the Nintendo Switch. Finally, Super Smash Bros. Will end off the direct. It will start with a trailer of a fighter that I cannot get the info of, but I can go into game info. Smash Run, Hit the Targets, and Smash Tour are all going to be returning. There will be a story mode, but nowhere near as big as Subspace, and the direct will end with a trailer for Simon Belmont. So after reading through this rumor about a supposed July Nintendo Direct, I feel like everything in here is possible to appear in a Direct, and there's nothing here that seems so off that it's probably not going to happen, but there are a few things here that make it seem like this entire thing is fake. Now, while all these announcements could happen in a Nintendo Direct, really the thing here that makes it seem like this whole thing is fake is because of how they're saying that the name for the new Yoshi game is going to be Yoshi's Woolly World 2. The reason that the name Woolly World was given to the Yoshi game on the Wii U and the 3DS was because of how the whole game was made out of yarn and it had that entire yarn art style. That entire art style is not in the Yoshi game on the Nintendo Switch, so it really makes no sense to call it Yoshi's Woolly World 2, and so that's why I feel like this entire rumor is probably fake. But besides Yoshi's Woolly World 2, I feel like a lot of these other things do have the potential to be announced in a future Nintendo Direct, so definitely let me know what you think of this rumor down below. And so there you go guys, those are the two rumors that we have here about potentially 11 new fighters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and a Nintendo Direct that could be happening this month. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. What do you think about these rumors? Do you think that they're real? Do you think that they're fake? What kind of things are you excited for? Definitely be sure to let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @ActualAero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord as well. I'll have that linked in the description. I'm usually always online talking about Pokemon and Nintendo with you guys, so be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.